Good day, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. And you know, one of the final stages of a genocide, and this is according to the experts, is when the government itself starts targeting a minority group. And I have spoken here extensively about how the legal system in South Africa is inequitable. We know how corrupted the South African police service is, but when you start going to the judges and the magistrates, and I put out a video earlier today on the main Loving Life channel where you heard this PhD scholar talking about his research on farm murders and how the actual organization of that included magistrates and judges and the ANC government. This is a genocide happening in South Africa. This is a genocide. And here's another example from a totally different source, just confirming what we're talking about here. On the 12th of December 2019, the Bloemfontein High Court handed down judgment in which it has set aside the shortlisting proceedings of the Magistrates Commission for magistrates' vacancies for the Free State. It also set aside the appointments of magistrates nominated and subsequently appointed by the Minister of Justice. Now, let's remember that the magistrates are the people who rule on cases that come before them, criminal cases or whatever it might be, okay? So we're talking about a very, very important arm of government. Now, in this case, the Helen Suzman Foundation, or HCF, or HSF, appeared in the matter as amicus curiae. The application was brought by acting magistrate and head of office of Petrusberg Magistrates Court, Richard Lawrence, obviously a white guy, whose shortlisting for a permanent position was overlooked by the Magistrates Commission. It was clear from the record of the private deliberations of the Magistrates Commission that race was the determining factor in the shortlisting process. We're talking about magistrates. We're talking about the judicial system, which has now become BEE. Crazy. Anyway, continuing on. In particular, the record revealed astonishing statements such as anything you need except white, made by the chairperson of the Magistrates Commission. This resulted in no male or female white candidates being considered for shortlisting for any of the magisterial vacancies available. The Magisterial Commission attempted to justify its decision not to consider white candidates based on its interpretation of S174 in brackets 2 of the Constitution, which requires that consideration in judicial appointments must also reflect broadly the racial and gender composition of South Africa. HSF, or the Helen Suzman Foundation, argued that S1742 must be considered and weighted with all other relevant factors to be considered in judicial selection. It cannot be the determining factor, as that interpretation undermines the rule of law. The Helen Suzman Foundation also proffered other relevant factors for judicial selection. Acting Deputy Judge President Dafui, with Judge Moletswane concurring, held that the Magistrates Commission was not quorate when it sat to shortlist the candidates. This rendered the proceedings unconstitutional, unlawful, and invalid. With regards to the Magistrates Commission's interpretation and application of S1742, the court held that the Magistrates Commission displayed a total disregard for legislation, regulations, their own shortlisting proceedings, and the rights for whites to at least be considered during the shortlisting process. The court therefore set aside the appointments of magistrates already made by the Minister of Justice in this respect. Now, this is exactly the sort of crap we're talking about. You know, one guy who was rejected, who said, hey, this is not right. If he hadn't said anything, these ANC cadres would have got away with this. Now, I'm going to put a link below this video to the ruling in the High Court of South Africa, the Free State Division, Bloemfontein, where you can read more about this. This is what's going on right now, and it's getting worse. It's like a ever-spinning wheel, getting faster and faster and faster and faster, more out of control as everything in South Africa just goes cactus. And in the attachment link below, you'll be able to read the ruling of the High Court of South Africa in the Free State Division, Bloemfontein. Alright guys, please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Ring the bell for the updates. Please like this video, please share this video, and above all, stay safe. Bye for now.